welcome back to my channel At Home with Kayla. So today we are going to be cleaning a lot in the dining room. I've got to clean, I've got to declutter, all of that. So I'm starting off with vacuuming the rug. So I can already tell it's picking up quite a bit. So we'll see how much we get out of this rug. But I also have to shampoo the rug today because our dog Reba, who is about 11 years old, we adopted her when she was 1, and as she's getting older, I'm not really sure if she's having issues with holding her bladder or what it may be, but since we moved into the new house, she has been liking to pee on my rug. So that is definitely frustrating because it's a brand new rug and I've got a big spot on it that I'll show you guys here in a little bit that we're gonna have to shampoo and hopefully get it nice and clean, but I'm not really sure how to deter her from doing this because she seems to only do it on the rug. So you can see we picked up a ton. Look how nasty that is just from one rug. And keep in mind, this is a pretty new rug that we've only had for a little while, and this is probably my second time vacuuming it. So that is super gross. We're going to go ahead and empty that out. Wanted to get that vacuuming done before we get into the shampooing and all of that. So quite a while back, I found this Bissell carpet cleaner. It's supposed to be for pets and all of that. I found it on a hidden clearance deal at Target, so I was pretty excited, but this is only the second time we've used it, and the first time that we used it, my husband actually was the one that used it. So I am not really quite sure how to use it. He's going to kind of give me a rundown here on how to use it, what button to push, all of that, because it's got a little button up there in the handle part, and he was kind of just showing me how to use it here. So the spot that I need to clean is over here on the left side. So I'm going to start cleaning it here in a second, but he's kind of getting it started. That way I can kind of make sure I'm using it right and all of that good stuff. I'm like, give me a tutorial real quick before I attempt this. So let me know if you have a carpet cleaner, what you use, and if it works pretty well. So you can see right here, this is the spot. I think that she peed here probably multiple times, like a few nights in a row, and I didn't know till I walked over to get something from my printer that I have over here. The carpet felt wet. When I lifted it up, obviously you could see there that there's a big spot, and I don't want it to start to smell, so I know it's really gross, but you can see right here, we've got the solution in there and the water mixture. I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning.
Living for weekends, wishing I could take a break from this world. Running on a hamster wheel, but searching for something I can't feel. I just wanna be a lost girl and fly. Take a breath, feel my wings spread, levitate above the ground and make eye contact with clouds. Now I'm rising, I'm soaring above it all. I just wanna be free.
So at this point, I'm trying to also clean the bottom of the rug, and I'm not really sure the best way to go about this. I'm using some of this Dawn Power Wash. I've got some water here on my sponge. I'm trying to scrub it really well, but even as I scrubbed it, I didn't feel like it was really cleaning it enough, and maybe I need something for like pet odors. You can see Reba there behind me. Now she's licking part of the rug. She's obsessed with licking things as well, so I don't know what she's doing back there, but she's acting like she's all innocent, like she didn't do all this. I don't know if I should use this on this side of the rug, but I'm going to give it a whirl because I want to do whatever I can to get this thing nice and clean. So maybe shampooing this side a little bit as well. It seemed to clean it pretty well, so hopefully this will do the trick. So this same night, I'm doing an easy dinner. I'm gonna make chicken nachos. So we've got chicken breast here, and then we've also got a few other little things. We've got the sauce or the cheese. We've got salsa. I normally don't get this big of one, but this is the only one that the store had. I think the one I normally use is like a 15 ounce, so I'm not gonna use that whole jar. And then we have our taco seasoning. I normally use like one block of cheese like this, but I only have about half of this 8-ounce one left, so I'm going to use this, and then I'm going to use a little bit from this big block of cheese that I have. And then we've got our tortilla chips. So this is basically all the ingredients. It's a super easy meal that you can make, especially if you need a quick meal one night. So I'm going to walk you through the steps. So first, I just go ahead and I spray my Instapot with the little non-stick spray, just so that way the chicken isn't sticking to the bottom there. And then normally, depending on how many people you're feeding, I have a family of 4, and I'm gonna do this 3-pack of chicken breast. I'm gonna do taco seasoning. So what you wanna do is you put in your taco seasoning, your salsa, all that. So I'm not going to use this whole thing, but if you have a 15-ounce one, you could use the whole thing. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Then you want to sprinkle the taco seasoning on top of that. And normally after I do that, I will just put in just a tiny bit of water, not even a lot of water, because there's going to be plenty coming from the chicken and with the salsa and all of that. But I put just a little bit just to keep things, kind of from sticking. So you can see right here, it's just that tiny bit I'm going to pour in here. And then we're going to go ahead and set it to cook. So now that I've got it closed up, you want to put it on sealing. Once it's on sealing, you want to go ahead and do the pressure cook, and you want to set it. I normally turn off the keep warm because then it doesn't like burn it when it's getting to the pressure. And then I do about 30 minutes for the chicken to cook. So we're going to go ahead, let that start cooking, and then we'll get into the next steps. Again, this is just a super easy meal. And I'll make sure to put this recipe in the description box for you as well. But I'm going to go ahead and shred up the cheese.
I want to be daring, baby, dance the night away. I let my head down if I want. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty?
Here's Axel. He wanted some more cheese.
Cheese fan.
Cheese fan? Oh yeah. I think we're all fans of cheese here. Next up, I'm preparing my baking dish. So I'm going to go ahead and put the oven on 350 so it can preheat. Always make sure that there's nothing in there because sometimes I'll leave a pan in there or something. I'm going to get everything ready to start doing our layers of nachos here in a minute. But first, we've got to make sure that the chicken is all ready to go. And I'll walk you through those steps as well. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my little mixer. So I saw something a while back how it's so easy to shred up chicken by using a mixer, and I didn't even have a hand mixer up until probably last year or something. Maybe it's been a couple years since I got it, but I don't even think it's been that long. And this thing is so amazing. I used to shred up chicken with like a fork, so this makes it so much easier. So now that we are preheating the oven and everything, we're going to go ahead and get our chicken out of the Instapot. It's all done. I let it sit for about 10 minutes, and then I'm going to go ahead and do venting, where it's going to let out just the extra bit of steam, but I want to make sure it's not under the cabinet right here. So I'm going to move it out a little. It's going to let off that last little bit of steam there, and then once it's done with that and it's safe to open, we'll go ahead and open it up. So I'm going to go ahead and use these tongs to go ahead and take the chicken breast out. I try to grab them with as much of the salsa and everything on top of them as I can. And then I'll normally take a spoon and I'll go ahead and scoop out some of the liquid, not all of it, but a little bit of it to put in here just to give some extra flavor to the chicken when I shred it up. So I'm getting the last little pieces there. And again, I got to find a spoon. Once I find my spoon that will work well for this, I'll go ahead and grab it. And then we will get a little more liquid in there before we start to shred the chicken. Now, I don't know if they make any kind of like fancy little shields to keep stuff from splattering everywhere when you are shredding stuff, but I just use a paper towel, very fancy, I know. So I'm going to go ahead and start shredding this, and then I just hold up the paper towel a little to keep like salsa and all of that from just getting all over the place in the kitchen, a little less mess for me to clean up. So you just want to shred that really well before we start to do our layers of the nachos. So now we have our shredded chicken, and then you can watch me struggle to open up the queso. I'm telling you guys, my husband was outside and I was like, I'm going to try my best to get this open. I'm not going to ask for help unless I absolutely have to. And as you can see, I'm like really trying, and then I finally got it. So perseverance, don't give up, keep doing it and you'll get it. Anyways, so now we're going to start doing our layers. So what I normally do is I take the tortilla chips, and you can use whatever brand you want, of course, but these Great Value little round ones work just fine. So I do a little layer of chips first. Once I have my layer of chips, I'll go ahead and start spreading the chicken. And depending on how much you make or how deep the dish is, you may only have a couple of layers. But I'm telling you guys, we normally even have leftovers after the four of us eat quite a bit. And my husband and my daughter both eat a lot of this when I make it. It's one of their favorite meals. When Chloe had her 13th birthday party, I made these for dinner that night that she had friends over, and it was a hit. Everybody loved it. So it can also be like maybe a party dish or something if you're going to a gathering and you need an easy thing to take. Maybe that, or just an easy night when you're going, doing back to school stuff, all of that.
All the time doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like.
So we're going to go ahead and get this in the oven. Remember, it's 350 for only 10 minutes, just about enough time for the cheese to melt. And in the 10 minutes that that's cooking, I like to just clean up because I like to clean as I go so I don't have a huge mess to clean up later. And now it is all ready to go. And they look so good. It's delicious. And of course, you could add extra things to yours, but my family's kind of picky on what they eat, so I just stick to the cheeses and the salsa and all of that.
Show you what a good time looks like. You can't do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. You can. Now, are you saying that to change your mind? For love or pity, let me know. Not now. Cause your love made me go blind. What am I hearing? Saying you're moving.
All Alright guys, now we are back to cleaning the dining room. We're about to declutter this corner right here. I have piled some things here since we moved in, so I really need to put these things in their place and get this decluttered so I don't have so much junk sitting in the dining room.
When were you gonna tell me that? What am I hearing? It feels like a heart attack. Someone help me catch my breath again. How did you stop loving me? How is that even possible? Possible. How could we let love go? How could we move on? Move on. Why you wanna let me go? Now. Are you saying that?
So you can see we got it pretty clean. I filled up like half a trash bag right there. I've got a box here that are items that I'm going to donate that I just haven't got around to it yet. Got all my wrapping paper and birthday party supply stuff that I need to put up somewhere. So I'm going to do that as well. Next, we have this corner in the dining room, and over here I have a few things that are ours, but most of this is actually things that were left here, so they're not even our things, but they were just left here. So when we bought the house, a lot of this was here already. Like this was not ours. That empty box right there is actually something of my husband's, but all the other stuff is just things that were left here. So we've got to check and see if they want those things, and if not, then we are going to either get rid of them or put them like in the storage. So right here, I've got a whole bucket of paint that is for the ceiling. So I'm going to go ahead and put that over here because we could definitely use that. This, let me know if you have one of these. It's like a little frozen yogurt or ice cream maker. They left this, so I don't know if they want it or not, but yeah, I have not tried to make my own ice cream. I don't know if I'm going to, but you can see there's more stuff over here. Coin wrappers, we could always use those, I guess, but these things I actually got through couponing, so we could use that for the grill. I'm going to keep those. Then I'm going to just start going through things. Certain things for sure we don't need, but as I was going through some things, I did find some funny stuff. So we got a card holder, but look at this, a Sears catalog, you guys. And check out the date on that, 1994. When you used to order things from the catalogs. Tell me if you remember having one of these catalogs, or maybe your mom or your grandma or somebody having them. They had this one circled here for a comforter. So it's kind of funny just to see how things have changed over the years. So many things here that, you know, probably were like the it thing at the time. So that's so funny. Anyways, I also found a book of home remedies. So that could maybe be something to look at. Also, we live in Tennessee, and they've got this book of Tennessee River pictures, so that looked pretty. But yeah, a lot of this stuff, like I said, either needs to be put into storage, or maybe they'll want some of these things and we can just set them aside. So I'm probably going to put this all right by the back door and then put it away later, because I don't want it to be piled in the dining room anymore. And this is all trash. This looks like from when we got our internet service here. Maybe I just forgot to throw these things away. So that's going to go in the trash. And we're going to go ahead and see what all I can either get rid of or, or get out of here at least.
Change your mind. For love or pity, let me know now. 'Cause your love made me, baby, go blind. Why are you playing? We ain't got the time. Tell me now if you want out. What are you saying? Come on and spit it out.
So as you can see, I found a few little lamps that I may keep, and then they left a lot of paintings, which they are nice, but I'm not really sure. I like this one. It already matches one that I have hanging out that has like ducks on it. So I'm just trying to decide maybe where I want to put it. And right here, I think it would block the light switch because there was already a little hanger up there, but maybe for something smaller. So I'm not sure where I'm going to put that right now. Axel was asking me about the bunny. He said that he wanted to keep that because he thought it was so cute. So this orange one, it's really pretty too, but I'm not really into orange, so I don't know where I would put that if I did. So I'm just going to set these aside until I make a decision on those. So let me know what you guys think. While I was cleaning over here and moving everything, I realized there's these spots on the wall, so hopefully they come off easily. So it just looks a little dirty, so I'm going to go ahead and spray these down and give them a good scrub. So I know it's gross, but I have not cleaned the windowsills since we moved in, and there's some dead flies over here and a little bit of nastiness. So I definitely need to go ahead and clean these. So I'm just going to use some of these little disinfecting wipes. I have these Dreft ones and they work just as well. So I'm going to go ahead and use this to clean this up. Over in this corner, I have a little vase with flowers, which I like. I feel like I need to add a little bit to it. But then I have my printer. I'll eventually get a little stand for this, I think, if I even keep it in this area. But it's here for now. And then I have some pictures. I have like this little decor that I haven't hung up yet. So it says love is patient, love is kind. So I want to put that up somewhere. And also I framed some recent pictures that I had of the kids and of me with the kids, but I haven't decided where I'm going to hang pictures yet. So I have not hung up any pictures since we moved in, but I have these nice frames that I got from TJ Maxx that I really like. So I definitely need to hang those up soon, but these are going to stay here for now. So I also want you guys' opinion on another thing. So I'm kind of thinking that I'll do a separate video one day of organizing my china cabinet, or some people call it a china cabinet, some people call it a hutch. But anyways, I got this from an antique shop and I have a few things sitting in it, but I haven't really decorated it or organized it. And it's something that I'm kind of looking forward to doing. My husband put some stuff in there and I'm like, that's not staying there. Anyways, so I have a little box here and it has all my salt and pepper shakers because I like to collect salt and pepper shakers that are different, like cute little ones. So I'm gonna leave this in here for now as well, but I don't know if it'll fit under here, and it did not. So I'm just gonna kind of set it aside over here by the pictures that I haven't put up yet until I get around to organizing that. But I really want to do that soon, so let me know if you would like to see a video. So now that the rug's all clean, I'm putting all the chairs back down, and I think I'm going to go ahead and clean the dining room table. I got some of this liquid gold wood care. Let me know what you normally use to kind of care for maybe like wood tables or other furniture that you have. Here's Ace. He's laying over there on the dining room table. They love to lay on my table runner, and sometimes during the night they try to knock off the flowers off the table. Luckily, they have not broken the vase yet, so we'll see. But I'm going to go ahead and spray this on here. It smells pretty good. It kind of has, I think it's like an almond something scent. Anyways, it smells pretty fresh. But as I was wiping the table, I realized that maybe I sprayed too much because it was very, almost like a glossy type finish. So I was over here scrubbing it for a while, and then I thought about how in one of my last videos, someone suggested to me using a different type of cleaner on my floor just because, you know, the cats and dogs walk around and things can get on their paws. So then I was thinking, oh my gosh, the cats get on the table, which, you know, maybe they shouldn't, but they do. And I was thinking, well, hopefully this doesn't get on their paws. So then I was scrubbing it even more. And then I got another rag and wiped it again after this, just to make sure I got any kind of like residue off. But it did make the table pretty shiny, so I was happy with that.
Nobody told me to settle down. Day nights and late nights don't get around. But there's something about you I like, about you I like. You're crazy for saying I should slow down, but maybe I'm escaping the love we found. There's something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Guess I'm just too scared to settle.
Alright guys, so what do you think? I think it looks so nice and clean in here and clutter-free, which I'm really excited about.
There'd be many nights I got too high and almost left town, but there's something about you.
So I had a little Walmart delivery order come. It's not a lot, but we were almost out of some drinks. I've been obsessed with these little probiotic waters ever since I tried one. So I got some of those, got smoothie, got eggs, we're about out of those. Got a couple little indulgent things for myself there. And then as you can see here, I got some chicken tenders for another night, got some Italian sausage for another meal, and then the prime rib burgers are our favorite. So I got some of those and some bread, of course, for sandwiches. Another thing that I got is these all butter croissants. I have been obsessed with these lately because they're so good. They have like small ones and big ones, so I buy both. I've been eating them every day. So I'm going to just do a little mini fridge restock. We're almost out of eggs, and as you can see, if you watched my video before with pantry and fridge organization, I don't have my little fruit containers in there right now because we ran out of most of the fruit, and I'm waiting to buy new fruit a couple of days before school starts, so that way it's fresh for Axel's lunches for the week. So we're going to go ahead and start.
Something about you I like, about you I like. I get too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better. Nobody loves me better. Too drunk and too scared and lie to you. If only you knew I would die for you. One of us gotta say the obvious. Nobody loves me better, yeah. I get too drunk and too scared and lie
guys, that's all I have for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and hopefully it helped you get motivated to do some cleaning and decluttering in your own home. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.